Hello, my beautiful YouTube family. Whether you've been with us for a while or you just joined today, welcome home. You're not just viewers here, you're part of something truly special. We're the kind of community that feels, that gets chills when our favorite stars show us that love and loyalty aren't just for scripts, they happen in real life, too. And today's story is one that's stirring hearts all across the globe. In the whirlwind world of K-dramas, where chemistry lights up the screen and emotions dance on every close-up, there's always that moment when fantasy crosses into reality. This time, it isn't a plotline, it's something real. Something raw. Something beautiful. It all started quietly. News broke that Kim Soo-hyun, yes, the Kim Soo-hyun, the heartthrob, the master of emotions, the king of subtle expressions, had been hospitalized due to exhaustion and overwork. At first, fans were worried but hopeful, trusting he'd bounce back. But then something else happened. Something that made people sit up and say, "Wait a minute. That's not just friendship. That's not just co-star behavior. That's something deeper." Because Kim Ji-won showed up. And she didn't just show up for a quick visit or a gesture for the cameras. No, she stayed. While most celebrities would send flowers or maybe a quick message, Kim Ji-won took it a step further. Sources close to the actor's circle said she was by his side for hours, sometimes overnight, gently caring for him, making sure he was eating, smiling, and feeling safe. This isn't something you see every day in the entertainment world, where image often comes first and vulnerability is rare. But here she was. Calm, loyal, unshaken. Fans couldn't believe what they were seeing. At first, they thought it was just another rumor, a fan fiction spun out of hope. But then came the subtle signs. A blurry photo of her in the hospital lobby, head bowed slightly under a cap. A nurse's leaked mention of the sweet woman who checked on Mr. Kim every few hours. The manager who was seen thanking her quietly near the hospital entrance. These weren't grand declarations. They were quiet, real acts of love. And that's what made it all the more powerful. You see, Kim Soo-hyun and Kim Ji-won have been close since filming together, and their chemistry, on and off screen, has never gone unnoticed. But this time, it felt different. Fans watched closely, remembering how gentle Kim Soo-hyun had been with her during press tours, the way he looked at her during interviews, not with loud affection, but with something that looked so much like care. Now, with Ji-won by his bedside, that feeling was turning into something undeniable. People started sharing clips of their past interviews. One that stood out was when Kim Ji-won was asked what kind of person she trusts the most. She said, "Someone who's quiet but always there when you need them. Someone whose loyalty doesn't need to be spoken." Looking back now, many fans think, maybe she wasn't describing a type. Maybe she was describing someone specific. And now, the roles have reversed. She's the one being quiet. She's the one just being there. And people are moved. It's not just fans in Korea talking about this. The internet is full of global fans sharing emotional posts, edits, and tweets about this story. One fan wrote, "You can't fake this kind of loyalty. Kim Ji-won is showing the world what love really looks like." Another said, "This isn't a drama. This is real. And I'm crying because it's so pure." Of course, many are asking the question, what's really going on between these two? Are they just friends? Or is this the beginning, or maybe the reveal, of something more? Neither of them has confirmed anything officially, but do they really need to? Sometimes, words aren't necessary. Sometimes, actions speak so much louder. What touches the heart the most is how this story cuts through the noise of the celebrity world. No big Instagram posts. No flashy public statements. Just quiet presence. Just unwavering loyalty. That's the kind of love that feels real. The kind that you don't see every day. People in the industry have taken notice too. An insider who worked with both of them on a recent project said, "They've always had a very special connection. They're comfortable in silence. They know how to read each other. It's something we all saw. I'm not surprised she stayed by his side. That's just who she is, and who they are together." And maybe that's what makes this so breathtaking. It's not about a fairy tale. It's about the quiet power of being there when it counts. About choosing someone again and again, not on the red carpet, not in interviews, but in the quiet halls of a hospital room where real life happens. Kim Soo-hyun has always been admired for his emotional depth, but now fans are seeing another side of him. A man who inspires real loyalty, whose presence in someone's life calls forth genuine care. And Kim Ji-won, always graceful and reserved, has shown the kind of devotion that doesn't ask for attention, but captures the heart of everyone watching. People often say that in moments of weakness, you find out who really cares. Well, Kim Ji-won showed the world her heart in that moment. Not with words, not with posts, but with presence. With time. With kindness. That's a kind of beauty that even the best camera can't capture. You feel it in your soul. Fans are now rallying around both of them, not just shipping them romantically, but admiring the strength of their bond. "I don't care if they date or not," one fan commented. "This is already more powerful than most love stories. Loyalty like that is rare." Others are more direct. They belong together. If this isn't love, what is? As Kim Soo-hyun recovers, one can only imagine what this support has meant to him. Having someone who chooses to stay when everything is quiet, when you're at your most vulnerable, that's not just comforting. It's healing. And in a world where public image often overshadows private truth, this story brings something fresh. Something honest. Something we all long for. Proof that loyalty still exists. That kindness matters. That love, whether it's friendship, romance, or something in between, is real. And to all of you watching this right now, whether you're a longtime fan or someone who just stumbled into this moment, we're glad you're here. Because stories like these remind us why we love so deeply. Why we root for connections that go beyond screenplays. Why we believe in something more. Maybe you're watching this while going through something yourself. Maybe you've been let down. Maybe you're wondering if people still stay. If loyalty still lives. Let this story be a gentle reminder. Yes, it does. Sometimes quietly. Sometimes without fanfare. But it lives. Kim Ji-won reminded us all of that. And Kim Soo-hyun, with his gentle soul and quiet strength, has shown us the kind of person worth standing by. As we wait to hear more, let's send both of them love. Not the kind that demands answers or ships blindly, but the kind that celebrates real human connection. That claps softly for loyalty. That cherishes presence. That hopes for healing, for happiness, and maybe for love. Thank you for being here with me today. Thank you for feeling this with me. You, my amazing viewers, are the heartbeat of this channel. Whether you're here for the latest buzz, the emotional stories, or just a reminder that love is real, you belong here. If you felt touched by this story, if something stirred in you, if you felt the weight of Kim Ji-won's presence and the silent gratitude in Kim Soo-hyun's heart, leave a comment, share your thoughts, and let's keep this space full of warmth. Until next time, stay kind, stay loyal, and remember, sometimes the most beautiful love stories are the ones whispered in the quietest places.